Hi guys, welcome to the channel, all about YouTubers 13. We got a quick show here, a good show here for you today, and it's on Christian telling you the current status, what's going on, and his admittance of guilt. Right now, basically he's going in for probation, and in order to do that you have to either be found guilty or you admitted guilt. So basically either way shows guilt, and not only that, he's not allowed to go near his mother. And they only give you that as well once you're guilty, so nothing he can say, this demented guy, he cannot lie about that again in the future. So he has to be, with his autism, you have to cut him straight there. When he gets out, anything, Jesus, stop, not into that BS, you know what I mean? I don't swear on my channel, if I would. That's like him and his guilt. And I can show documents, I'm going to prove him more as we go on, but I've also got one of his latest letters. I'm just going to give you the main points of this, because if I was to just write all the letters, there's a lot of ye, like ye followers and thou, thy, thee, just crazy, and it's hard to read. I'm going to put it here, all the information, and here, main points. He thinks that in his deluded head, hold on, but let's just read this. But in his deluded head, he thinks that there's millions of people praying for him to get out. Not only that, he has heard, being Jesus, he has heard the billions of people praying to get him out of prison back to his mum's house and them to be together, even though she's his victim, and now they can't be together. And a lot of things have happened, and this is where this letter starts coming into it. This finally broke the back of all the people who were still with him, even though I couldn't understand why. Only a few, but there was. And the straw was finally broken. They've given up on him, and here's why. Main points. Right, the Kickstarter is necessary because Barbara is stubborn and shallowness. This is his mum who he, offended. He wants to return home, and he wants to return home with her relocated. So he wants his mum relocated. The victim of the crime, he wants relocated. Yeah, so it is necessary to buy her out. She married Bob because he had a house. So she married his dad because he had a house. And he wants basically us to earn money, start a Kickstarter, 150 grand, to pay off his 100 grand mortgage, and the rest to buy his victim mum out. He needs to be gone before he can move in. Moving on. It's crazy. Right. This is it, back talking about his mum, the victim now. Little remains of what Barbara once was. Because of her dementia and can't drive anymore, she is like a walking zombie. This is his mum, the victim, so I'd stop there, but no, because she has a frigid memory activity and physically activity like a scared deer in the headlights nearly all the time. And this was what it was like before June the 21st. Wow. So what he's saying is his mum, who he took advantage of, she's like a scared deer, and this is true. When we've seen her on like pictures or when she's on the live, she's like a scared deer, and because of her dementia. And he's just saying this has been like that even before he went to prison. So this is what he took advantage of. I mean, so, and he's trying to get his last few followers together to like do his dirty work for him. And now he's talking about his family who was looking after Bob. Harriet, Tom and Wayne may be having problems driving up to Reckersville because of the high gas prices. They then wrote to him and saying, look, we're not going to have anything to do with that. You need to speak to this solicitor or whatever about putting Barbara in a home. This was his reply. Appreciate the idea of retirement community, but Barbara's dementia is too severe at this point. She is literally shut up and does not socialise with any of her neighbours. Wow. Move on a bit. Attorneys, social workers, Region 10 and the jerk-ups of the judicial system, they all are a bunch of hypocrites. So basically everyone everyone who's dealt with him into the law and his brief, everyone, they are the problem. not him. They are the problem. When you've got everybody, you know, saying the same thing, you may take that one thing on board. But he's using this Jesus crap as an excuse to get him out of everything. It's not flying with us. It's not flying with us, and this is why he needs to be told right away. And this is why I'm making this, because I want to get it out there. He's guilty. Whatever he says, he's guilty. Can't speak to his mum because of his guilt. Wants to get probation, which is a sentence for going guilty or being found guilty. So it shows guilt, whatever. Right now, Hillsberg, this solicitor, is frustrated with the Regent sends social workers in the Green County anywhere because they're doing absolutely nothing. Western State Hospital was supposed to place him in a group home, but they did nothing but send him back to jail. Hellberg has become very distant with the communications with Chris. Apparently, it didn't go well at the Western State Hospital because Chris had to be placed in restraints. Staff over there are a bunch of dickweeds towards the patients. There are patients over there picking at the wounds on the body. Chris, this weirdo who's pretending he's got these powers, diagnosed this guy who's in a mental hospital, who's picking scabs or whatever, with a demonic possession, and he wanted to do an exorcism. I mean, he's gone onto it, you know. Now, he rebuked me. This is because this letter was sent to Kendall, and Kendall, like, he don't fully know this Caden guys, and he was trying to get Caden to get in contact with him about making this fundraiser, etc. But moving on, rebukes me for being judgmental about Caden. He's able to work very well with Barbara. So this Caden person, I don't know whether Chris thinks he did or whether he did go and visit his mum. I hope he never. But like I told Chris in my last letter, do not send Caden over to Barbara. The legalities in this case, blah blah blah. But anyway, I'm moving on because I've got something else to say. But I'll say if it comes up, or I'll say it. Right. Still insists he is generally Jesus. He has a real hate boner for Russia. Says Barbara is not independent. Someone in Simpsons in a retirement home in Abraham. Homer Simpson's dad in a retirement home. So he's saying that his mum, like, less capable of doing anything than those. So he committed this crime. Then he went to prison. And he said that all it was soul bonding, and she needed this to clear her sins and extend her life so she don't die. Some crap, and then the Jesus come out. Just bear that in mind now before we carry on. Then he says, talking to Kendall, he wants me to work with Caden on that £150,000 fundraiser. No one is going to do this, not me, not Caden, not anybody. So they'll give up on him on cards, but there's more if you don't show it in here, what I will say in a minute. So regards to Jacob Stockness, for some reason this is another autistic guy who's gay, and he tried to get Chris to basically get to meet him so he could sleep with him. Someone's told him while he's in jail that Jacob Stockness is deaf. He claims he's Jesus and he knows everything's future, past, in dementia, this timeline, that timeline. So no, he thinks because someone told him that Jacob Stockness is dead when he's not. Just, more proof of his dude-addy. This is how he signs his name here. This here with the church, with the cross, yeah, got that this a Z or an S shape, SONICHU. This, it all means something. Well, really, coming from Chris, and this letter wasn't supposed to be uploaded online. Right, this is the letter. You can see, do not upload this letter online anywhere, please. But because they give up on him, they have. Now I'll slowly move down. I'm going to pull out little bits here. Over. I'll go down. So if you want, you can then pause the video and you can read the old letters. But here, he goes, listen, Barbie's stubborn, meaning his mom. That's stubbornness out of one thing, mainly her shallowness and her financial problems. Hence why we have this Kickstarter page to buy her out, so I can return home with her relocated. Wow. So, you know, he wants to be relocated and prepared for his mum to go. And he even says as well, this is another letter, that he's had to make the hard choice, you know, of casting his mum out. And he said casting his mum out. And you thought, right, she married Robert for the fact that he had a house. Said this Barb is literally a zombie. Here's the gas prices. Then a home, I'm just going down now so you can pause it if you like. And this is talking about the jerk-up, retirement, the mental. And then listen to this. So never will give up on him, but he asked this one guy to go to his mum, remember? He's told the few others who haven't given up on him, and don't you judge Caden in that vein. He's not flawless, but he's more perfect of himself at how he does a legit friend working on my behalf. He actually works well with his flaws and limits, and he's made the breakthrough with Barbara, and he's not intimidating. Even the person who's helping him, the very last people who are opening his arrogance, you know, he's so up there, thinks he's English like I'm English and royalty. Nah, forget that, nothing to do with him. But he's even saying he's disrespecting Caden. He's one of his only loyal. I don't think he's not. And even with his flaws, he's okay for me to use. Believe this, and this guy don't even realise what he says, how he comes across. And then he's put to Kenneth, because he can feel they're giving up on him. Kenneth, I am Jesus Christ, and I know from not only personal experience, but I am the one with everything in this prime timeline here, and I have foreseen and foreknown these possibilities, likelihoods, details, and repeated history, and fulfilled prophecies by Babylon and Revelations. Guess what? Russia is the modern day Babylon. And damn are the toxic and evil ones in that cesspool of demons and devils of lost country going too far and burn, fallen being. What is he talking about? What the bloody hell is he talking about? But I tell you what he's on about, and it's the main important thing, where he's saying here, I am Jesus, I know everything from every possibility and likely repeated history. He thinks everything's happened in a different dimension. So this is the reason, you know, at the quick flick of a bush, you can just change something to something else. Like if you think something's real one day and then he finds out it's not the next, he just, yeah, that's one of the possibilities. He's always got an answer. Someone will always have an answer if they've always got, you know, endless possibilities to pick from. This is what's going in his head. It's like a big possible times 20,000 justification in his head how and why to do like this. I mean, then he says, listen to this, and we gods not only believe and have faith in each other, prayers and miracle power, but we work with them. So now he's working with other gods, even though he's saying he's the main god. He's a dumb idiot, you know. But I digress. More than enough to wake you up, Ken Fingerheart. And I don't know whether you've watched the commercial, you know, the complete history of him. Whenever he's talking about Chris, when he's writing, and he goes like, but I digress, and more than enough. The reason why he says it like that is because look how it's written in, you know, capital letters, big letters. So that's why he's saying comprehensive history. That's why on that one. Anyway, you can relay the retirement community idea to Caden, but I tell you the truth, Bob is not independent. One of the back, yeah, he said that. And he's worked with Caden to raise that 150 and do other good projects. And another thing, you know, he wanted them to get in contact with Bono, to get Bono, you know, the musician, to help his fundraiser to get him out. What else was it as well? I mean, he also wants a pardon of President Biden. Get pardons when you're guilty again, and another thing. Oh yeah, OSIC or something like that. There's like a mental health organisation what helps other autistic people or people with mental disorders, but they don't help for things like this. When you've done this to people, they're just helping people help their lives improve. And Chris is trying to go over there, so get in contact with OSIC, get in contact with and the president. Can you believe this idiot? Yeah, and he still tries to say that he's not guilty, but he said it loads of times, and everything he does and says indirectly proves he's guilty. Anyway, saying there, just keep going down. Never to bring up that Sockness again, even though he's not dead, so he won't be resurrected. And this day's finished it off. I've stated my piece for now. Thank you, and thy helping thy better and good projects, Kenneth. Be well and safe. Now, his signature has gone from like, you know, just Chris Chan, then it was Christine Chan tonight. And I'm going to try and read this. Miss Jesus Christine Weston Chandler SONICHU, the goddess blue heart of the Commodore console, because he thinks, like, you know, he got powers from his Commodore console, because that's when someone put in his head. He's called the idea guide. So the blue art of the Commodore console and the nation of Quickville, basically just a comic. So he thinks because he's created a comic that's real. And now he's a god of that, because whatever he writes, it happens in that comic. And he's the creator, so he's God now in the real. This is how he's going in his head, people. Fucking stupid. And I swore I didn't mean to. I've got to check. Anyway, so blue art of the Commodore console and the nations of Quickville and the old comma. What's that say? Judea of SONICHU and Rosichu species of Pokemon, the Avatar, Lord, Messiah, Savory, and God of War. Chris-chan. There you go. I can't believe, you know, I just can't believe how this is all turned around. What I'm going to be doing is making more videos, giving you, do you know, I was just give you the highlights at the start, but the best things or the worst things he said, and I'm going to do quotes, and I'm going to do more videos on this. So bear that in mind. Thank you for listening, folks. Any ideas, let me know. You all take care. Catch you on the rebound. Bye.